Hey y'all, good evening. Can we just talk for a moment? Like, really, really talk? Y'all don't know me, but y'all about to know me. We burnt out. We burnt out. We're tired. We have been living life on autopilot. I am part of the y'all, right? I don't know about y'all, but I feel like the Lord came into my life and shook some things up right in August. I went into self isolation. I didn't know what was happening, but my sleep was restless, right? My nights felt long. My days felt longer. I never cried so much in my whole life as I did in the month of August. I couldn't tell you why. I went quiet, quieter than I ever have in my whole life. The people that I mattered to noticed the silence, y'all. Called quick, like, hey, are you okay? What's going on over there, right? And I had to be honest with them. I am not okay. But at the same time, I don't know what's going on with me, but I feel like I will be okay. Y'all, I felt like I was dying, literally dying, and I don't even know how to explain it, right? But when I started coming out of it on the other side, I was like, man, I don't know if I went through a spiritual rebirth or what. Since August, y'all, I can tell y'all some things that truly only happened to me, right? Within that month, I felt like God was talking to me. And now I feel like my walk with Him is different. And the more I keep looking on social media, the more I'm realizing a lot of people are going right now through the self isolation. A lot of people are growing closer to God. More people are posting about Him on social media. The people that need to be revealed to us are being revealed to us on such a grandiose scale that we wasn't even ready for the revealing to take place, right? And I feel like the year 2024, we wasn't ready for this. I know for certain I was not ready for the things that are happening, right? We all been living on autopilot. I feel like since COVID, a lot of you, I personally didn't have the experience where loved ones died from COVID, right? But I know a lot of people that did. And within the death, depression, anxiety, a lot of things came from that, right? And now we just here on autopilot, living life day in and day out for a lot of us as if it's Groundhog Day. Nothing is changing, right? Nothing is changing. I'm also noticing a lot of people work jobs where they make a gaggle of money but are miserable or burnt out at the jobs. Y'all, these employers get a little bit of title and feel entitled within the title to make your life miserable as hell. Baby, listen, I'm a whole supervisor at my job, and the one thing I tell the people that report to me, take your time, focus on your mental health, take your days. You might not want to work today. You might not be on. You might not want me up in your business. So listen, first and foremost, they don't pay me enough to make somebody's life miserable, right? They don't. Ain't no money worth all that to me. And if a job ever tried to make me be such a supervisor, they could keep the job and I'm going to have to go on because I feel like the Lord has more in store for me if that's a requirement of me to be a supervisor, right? What I do at my job is I feed into the people that report to me. I lean in. I know that life is life and outside of this job. We spend a lot of time with our coworkers, right? 80 hours every 2 weeks is a lot. How much time do you get to focus on you? How much time do you get to pour into your self-care, right? So while you at the job, I ain't about to make it miserable. Now, next topic, self-care, y'all. We've been neglecting that. We have been neglecting that. And then when we try to work on our self-care, social media will have you thinking that self-care is roses. Baby, self-care is not all that social media will have you think it to be, right? Social media will have you thinking that you need to just get you some bath salts, some music, a little scissor or her in the background, relaxing in the tub, drinking some wine. Let's be real, y'all. Self care is so much more. Self care will have you reflecting. Self-care will have you shedding trauma. Self-care will have you standing 10 toes down on business and boundaries. Self-care will have you having the real conversations with people that you've been ducking and dodging or just afraid to have. Self-care will have you doing the internal work and realizing the role that you play in the relationships in which you have in your life, right? We got to start getting real with ourselves. Man, within the burnout, we got to start digging our way out. First and foremost, we got to start putting God at the front of our lives in all that we do, whether that be with our relationships, the way in which we parent our kids, right? Listen, with our jobs. If y'all outside micromanaging your employees first and foremost, who pissed in your Cheerios when you woke up on that good day, right? And then if you're doing that because somebody else is making you, that's sad because at the end of the day, we all got to answer to somebody. And it ain't the person that's giving you your damn paycheck, right? So let that sink in. I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. Within the burnout, I'm praying that the Lord sends you peace. I'm praying that He restores your sleep. I'm praying that He gives you the words so that when you sit down with the individuals to have those conversations that you've been ducking and dodging, that they know that you mean business, baby. I pray, listen, I pray that when you going through and releasing and shedding your trauma, that you come out on the other side victorious and realizing that you needed to go through those things to get to the point to where you are now, right? Grateful, thankful. As we go into this month of November, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. I'm also honest with myself and real, right? And realizing I'm still trying to heal myself. Within me healing, I need to seek therapy. Y'all need to be seeking therapy too. If you black and in your household you dealt with any sort of trauma, you need to be seeking therapy, right? If you've been in any sort of domestic violence relationship, you need to be seeking therapy. Outside is crazy. We need coping mechanisms, right? We need to know how to be able to move forward in our lives without focusing on the trauma in the past, with being happy with what we have, with being fulfilled, with just being happy in the moment, not always feeling like we're not enough or we need more, right? Most times the Lord gives us everything that we need, and the whole time we be feeling like we don't have what we need, right? And always seeking more, needing validation. The whole time, validation for what? More for what? People is in debt up to their eyeballs to prove that they got it. Whole time miserable. Y'all, we tired. But within the tiredness, we need to start coming out of that. We need to stop making that our story. I'm praying that we all come out on the other side of this burnout victorious, excited for another day, waking up like, look, look, hey, it's Sunday, and I am so excited calling up your girlfriends like, hey girl, what you got going on today? You know, leaning in, feeding in, getting fed into, and moving on about your day. Pulling somebody forward, you know, shedding the stress. That's gonna kill us, y'all. That is killing us at an alarming rate. And we letting these employers do it to us. We letting these narcissist mates take us out, you know, just stressing us out. It's just when you maneuver about your day, about your week, about your month, think about some things. Think about the other people that are dealing with burnout, right? If you're not one of them, think about the people that are. Think about the people who are in relationships but cannot leave due to financial situations, so they're staying where they really don't want to be. Whole time can't afford to leave due to finances. Let that sink in. People in domestic violence relationships, y'all. Some of them is your relatives and friends, and you don't even know. The man might not be hitting them upside the head or on the face where you can see the bruises. You know, they getting hit on the side. They getting hit in the arm. They getting hit in the back. Whole time showing up to you, smiling like everything is okay. We got to start taking our time to really realize a lot of people are dealing with a lot of shit. And we got to stop adding to the shit. Ask your friends how they really doing mentally and emotionally. We got to stop judging, y'all. We got to throw that out the window. We got to start loving. We got to start lending a hand. We got to start praying over our friends and their kids and their mates. You know, we got to let them know that in the times of need, I'm an ear. I'm a safe space. I'm a place if you and your babies need to go in the night. I got you. It's so many women that I know right now that don't have a support system. It's men too that don't have that system. And it's like, I'm praying for y'all not having that system. I could not imagine. It takes a village, and I'm thankful for mine every day. I pray that the Lord sends you yours. I pray that he sends you your village. I pray that he sends you your peace. If you're somebody currently in a domestic violence situation, I pray that he sends you what you need to be able to flee in these moments. Let me hold some space for y'all. Let me just, God, please, please, can you send them the peace that they require? Please. Let them know that you're real. Shake up something in their life and say, look, this is me in this month. This is me. This is a God-did month. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening when you didn't have to. If you stay to the end, I pray that you like, share, subscribe. You know, keep tuning in. I'm rocking with y'all. I ain't talking about nothing that I ain't been through with y'all. I'm burnt the hell out too. I'm staying prayed up. The Lord is shaking up my spirit too. I done dealt with a narcissist. I done been in a domestic violence relationship with my ex-husband. You know, I know what that's like when you want to flee and the finances don't allow it, and you're dealing with domestic violence at the same time, right? I know what that's like when you work a job and the employer is micromanaging you and you like, I really hate this job and I'm applying for other jobs, and currently right now the Lord must not want me to leave this job because ain't nobody responding back to me. You know, I know, trust me, I know. You ain't alone. You are not alone in these moments. You might feel alone, but you're not alone. The amount of people going through some of the same stuff that you currently are going through, think about the amount of people in the world. So we all dealing with something outside. But what I will do in this moment is hold space for you, pray for you, you know, and wish nothing but the best for you as we go forward in these days and into these last 2 months of this year. I'm praying for y'all. I pray that you have a good night.